What's going on YouTube? We are back for another video. Another good one here for you, another useful one. We have the return of our league here tonight in Derry. So today is going to be a match day of Eden. Give you some tips on how to prep, how to plan, and I'll let you know how the game goes tonight. So yeah, this is now 7 o'clock here in the morning. I've got two clients in today at 7-8. So I'm down here now getting ready. I've brought down some overnight oats with me. I put up the way to make them on my Instagram story. So it's on the highlights now at Quinn Strength Conditioning. So go and check that out. So yeah, that's the start of today. I've got also updating the HQ. I've got some new pieces of equipment in. So right here you can see got a GHD machine. Really like these for hamstring development and especially for lower back development. I think they're brilliant for that. And as well, we've got a lat pull down. So some nice wee pieces to add into the gym. Excited to get using them. Excited there for everybody else to get using them. But yeah, gonna get these overnight oats in me, and then gotta get some people fit and strong. Okay, first meal of the day for breakfast, I'm going a couple of slices of bread and some eggs. So this is my usual breakfast, but I'm adding in a wee bit of bread there today just for the carbs for the game tonight. With a good solid breakfast to start off, and this is what I would go to if I had a morning game. So say if I had a game at maybe at 2 p.m. through on, I'd be having this maybe at like 9 a.m. So this is a good way to start. Okay, so you seen me having breakfast there. I had to video all that on my phone because my camera was out of battery, but we're good now, we're going. So it's now coming up to 11:15. So I had the breakfast there at about 9, and then I actually went and had a nap for a good bit of time there. I only slept for about 6 hours last night, so I was very conscious about trying to build that back up anyway. Now I don't usually nap during the day, in fact I never do. But today the priority is football and being in the best shape possible, so I went and got a wee nap. I would really encourage you to read about sleeping. Check out a guy called Matthew Walker on YouTube where he's got books, but it will kind of scare you into sleeping 7 or 8 hours every night. It's really, really interesting, but also kind of scary. So for the rest of the day here, I am at the house. I've got some computer work to do, I've got some projects I'm working on for work, and I've got all the social media things to do. And then we gotta just get the meals in the rest of today. Now one wee tip I could give you, which I think is really useful, is when you're on your match day, make sure you plan out your meals, and the best way to do that is work back from the game. So I'm gonna be having my last big meal probably about 3 or 4 hours beforehand. I'm gonna have another meal maybe about 3 hours before that, and then what would be my breakfast then. So plan it like that. I've just done it on my phone here. So game at 7:45, snack, which is just like a wee squares bar at 6:30, big meal 3:45, lunch 12:45, breakfast at 9, which I've already had, and then that's just some supplements and all the wee things I'm going to take along with it. So wee tip for you, plan out what you're going to eat. Make sure you have your biggest meals at the start of the day and gradually make them a wee bit smaller, but the last big meal about 3-4 hours beforehand, and then take a wee snack, maybe an hour and a half out.
That's about it. I'm gonna keep on. We'll do 2 more warm sets. My Tough Power store. It's going on right now.
Okay, so what I wanted to show you as well was what vitamins I'm taking. Now, I try and remember to take vitamins. My issue is always they're in a cupboard and I walk past and end up forgetting about them, but the past while I've been good at remembering about them. So in this here water, I've got one of the multivitamin tablets you can put into your water, kind of similar to a Baraka. You just throw it in and then drink it then. So that's a multivitamin. Here is the cod liver oil. Loads of really good benefits of cod liver oil. Check it out. If you want to take probably anything, this is a really good start. Here is a probiotic for the gut health. A lot of research on gut health being really, really important for overall health and how it can affect the brain. So a probiotic, now you can get those like the wee Yakults and Actimel, kind of same idea, but this one's just going to be a wee bit more powerful. Then here there's some turmeric. So turmeric's one that was like really kind of this one's commonly used in like Chinese medicine, and it's supposed to be really good for for reducing inflammation, and it has a whole load of other health benefits as well. Use the old Google machine, you'll find them. And then finally just some vitamin D, another really good one. Like as you can see outside here, there's not much sunlight, so we got to replace that sunlight with something else. So yeah, I'm taking all these, got my coffee, and got some work to do here. Yeah, shame about the weather, terrible. All right, it is 12:37. So this is now about 3 hours before I'm going to take my final meal. So I still want a good bit of food in here. Like to say, think about backloading your food a day of a game, trying to get most of it in earlier on in the day. Still trying to get good quality carbs in. When it comes to proteins and fats, you don't want to be going crazy on it, but in these earlier meals you can definitely get a good source of protein in it and even some fats. But the closer you come to a game, you want to be thinking you want the food to be digesting as easy as possible and getting into your system. And sometimes, you know, loads of meat or loads of proteins takes a long time to digest, and that can just cause you maybe issues when you're playing. So for this here meal, I'm going 2 of these salmon fillets and a bag of this long grain rice. Loads of carbs in the rice, good quality protein source, enough time for it to digest, and hopefully it'll be tasty. So let's see what this looks like. Shebang. Handy thing about that too, just cook in the microwave. So I say, try and make things easy for you. Microwavable rice, that salmon you throw in the microwave, makes life easy for yourself. Good eating's not that hard, you just have to be planned. Okay, so just getting the kit bag ready before we go down to work here. So I have a couple of clients to take, and then I'm going to the game. So obviously just the usual short socks, shit like that. Got the new boots which I showed you the other day, the power swerves. They're thrown in, got some old boots as well. This is the first time I'm wearing these in the game, so I'm bringing spares in case they do not perform as I expect. Gloves, these MC Gila gloves, check them out on Instagram, they sent me some pairs. Really good so far, I used them in training the other night and they're good. It started raining here unfortunately, so I'm getting to test these ones out, so hopefully they'll go well for me. Got my GPS, we see what sort of distance we cover tonight in the game. Some of them things, it's not really that important, but you know, for me it's always interesting to see the game distance and what sort of top speed you get up to. So we'll see if we break any records today. And then the last wee thing, I've got this meal I'm going to have at 3:45, so the game's at 7, so a good few hours beforehand to get in me. That's sweet potato fries and a bit of turkey. And then we have just a few supplements, so some beta-alanine, which I'm going to take 30 minutes before. Do some googling on that there, tons of research for it. Just be aware though that it gives you a really weird feeling in your skin. So if you're younger, if you've never tried it before, I would be hesitant before you just start running in and trying it, like most things. I'm going to take some creatine before I go out, about 30 minutes to an hour beforehand. I'm going to take some creatine. I'm going to take one of these beet shots. Again, a wee bit of research on them. I'm more just testing it out to see what they're like. And then the big one, which I'd recommend to really everybody, is a hydration tablet. You can buy these in the chemist, you can buy them in Amazon, any supplement shop, but really good just for hydrating you and make sure you have plenty of those electrolytes in you. Now, none of those things are by any means essential. I just use them. Like, just taking that and start taking it is a wee bit dangerous. You know, anything without context is a bit dangerous. So try these things out. Do your own research on it before you start taking that stuff, but it's by no means essential. I just like it because it might give me a wee edge, and I can do with all the edges I can get. So yeah, we're going to go down to work here, get some people fit. Next day after the game. Unfortunately, we did not get the win. Really disappointing performance. Jump certain team we were playing were very good, to be fair. We just weren't at it. Really disappointing. Like, personally, probably didn't play maybe as well as I could have. Just didn't get on the ball enough, which is frustrating. But it's football, like. Yeah, it was a bit annoying now. We've another game on Sunday now, and it's a must-win for us. So we really have to kind of pick it up after yesterday. But it was a strange game because like a lot of the boys that we were playing against, the boys that's been training down in the gym, so it was a kind of weird one. They all done really well, so in a weird way I'm happy that they're performing well, just not happy it happened to be against us. So yeah, disappointing. You also, after something like that, you feel a bit stupid. You do your whole day of eating video and then you end up not really playing that well, but fuck it, who cares? So yeah, disappointing, but that's football, that's life, you just have to get on with it. No point blaming anybody else. So yeah, I hope though the day of eating was useful for you, give you an idea of what to do when you're prepping for a game. So yeah, next video, hopefully we'll have a win under our belt.